It's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. I figure by now the entire world has already heard about this, but I still wanted to highlight it because it's so freaking awesome. For anyone who's a fan of like collectibles and stuff, this, and particularly those who are into the StarGate franchise, this will knock your socks off. Someone passionate, someone who's a fan of StarGate, which is about Earth and, our special military forces encountering alien life forms and worlds from the discovery of these things called Stargates. Was started as a movie, and then it was like a initial preview movie, I guess, and then it turned into like a premiere, and then it turned into a TV series called StarGate SG-1, and then StarGate SG-1 had whole lot of seasons, and then that was followed up with Stargate Atlantis, and after Stargate Atlantis, I think the last one was called Stargate Universe, SGU. My favorite was the OG Stargate SG-1. I thought Stargate Atlantis was interesting and it was okay. It was, it had its moments. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't as good as the original. And then the SGU was like kind of out there, and it was all about having your Earth acquiring its own spacecraft to go do the traveling instead of necessarily using all the Stargates. I mean, they still use Stargates, but it was from the perspective of having your own starcraft. So this person posted this YouTube video of a project they made. It is just so freaking amazing that I just wanted to share it. I was hoping to get the person who made this, on my channel to, interview. I think it's a she. I think it's Kristian Tysse, I guess it's pronounced. And but I haven't gotten any reply back. So let's check out this YouTube video because it's so freaking cool. It's a single video on the channel, and it's got 342,000 views. It has now got, the channel's got 1.14 thousand subscribers. So I imagine this video like blew people's minds, and that's what is helping lead to the popularity of it all. As far as I'm concerned, this is better than most anything you'll find on like Hot Toys or Sideshow Collectibles, as good as their stuff is. So let's check it out.
My name is Henry Morgan. My life is just like yours, except for one small difference.
Excuse me. So it's got the Stargate music, which is really cool. Maybe I should turn this down though. I'm trying not to make it echo, but at the same time, I'm trying to commentate over over the music so that I don't get flagged for copyright infringement, and so that this qualifies as fair use. But it's great music. I love it. But look at all the details here. So you've got the StarGate itself. You got the platform that looks like brick or rock. Well, it's a platform. And it's got this special mirror, I guess. They call it an infinity mirror. And it has all these special effects. It's pretty trippy. I don't even know how this stuff works, but I think this is the first time I've even heard of an infinity mirror. So it's fully functional, it's 3D. And look at this. It's interactive. You can dial a planet. Apophysis, whatchamacallit? What does it say? Apophysis base. All right. So those are the different characters you can use to dial the StarGate. And look at this. It switches between the different chevrons. That is the coolest thing. Excuse me. And I think, as I understand it, it's made with, excuse me. Look at all the attention to detail. If I'm not mistaken, it's made with 3D printed parts. And obviously wiring and a circuit board. Look at that. Look at that, man. Check that out. Now, if you were to watch the TV series and stuff, there would be this big old blast of like a burst of energy that sort of resembles water.
We're from a planet.
All right, so let's see here. Infinity mirror wormhole effect. Because you're teleporting in from Earth to all these other planets.
We're from a planet.
Audio clips from the TV show is played randomly.
Dial the gate, step through.
If you immediately know the candlelight is fire, then the meal was cooked a long time ago.
Center button disengages the wormhole. And look at this. It's thoughtfully done. Look at that. Look at how it collapses the wormhole. The tech stuff is hidden in the base. I don't know. I guess this is like a husband-wife team who put this together. Look at that. So you got extra parts. You've got, it looks like 3 or 4 circuit boards. You have lots of wiring for power. Red is hot, and which is the positive end, and black is negative. And then, yeah, look at that. So there's the website. Let's watch this again. It's so cool. Oh. Come on. Get rid of these ads. Oops. Replay. Infinity mirror wormhole effect. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's go to the beginning. Yeah, so all of these characters that you see on Apophysis' tablet are represented on the wormhole. And you'll also notice that it's got all the symbols on the ring of the StarGate. And every time you select the correct symbol, it locks in the address, essentially, for the planet that you're going to. It's kind of like if you're going to connecting one computer to another via a network, you have IP addresses, right? There's a unique hardware IP address unless you use dynamic IP. But you have, every computer has a physical address that you're connected to, reaching out to. 3D printed StarGate and DHD. I don't know what DHD is, and I probably should have looked it up. So here's where you dial in a planet, Apophysis base. And notice how fast, look at it. It lights up. It does it just like the series in the movie. And then it locks in the address. I think it requires like 7 components to get a complete address. And look at the inner dial spins. And look how fast he's pressing the buttons. You know, fast succession. That is really pretty quick. So it's quick to respond. Isn't that the coolest? Infinity mirror. I wonder what other uses infinity mirrors have. This one gives you the wormhole effect, and then if you want to disengage it, oh yeah, this is where it has the audio clips from the TV show. To be honest, I don't recognize them all. Some of them might be from the other series like StarGate Atlantis or StarGate Universe, which were not as popular for me. As I said, I like SG-1 the best. I like the team involved. The tech stuff is hidden in the base. It's well disguised and everything. What a cool design. JBL, that's a speaker company. You got the circuits. Yeah, so red is hot, black is neutral, which is the ground, which is minus. And whenever there is white, I think that's also hot. But I forget how that is differentiated from red hot. I didn't see any green, which would be earth ground, but you really don't need it on a small circuit like that. So that's pretty trippy. What is that? It's the StarGate. If you're at all familiar with Stargate SG-1 or Stargate Atlantis or Stargate Universe, it's a portal to other universe. Well, a portal to other worlds. I wouldn't say other universes per se, but maybe technically it could be. But it's a portal to other worlds. It's like it's a wormhole, basically. Shoot, wrong one. Oops, shoot. Yeah, 3D printed StarGate DHD, interactive with infinity mirror, sound effects, and more. All right, so yeah, so it's a wormhole. Basically, Earth discovered. As far as I remember, I have to rewatch the series because I have it on DVD or Blu-ray. I've got to rewatch the series. But they discovered, the military on Earth discovered, the Air Force discovered Stargates on the planet. So they built a facility around it so that they could study it and, see how it works. And it led to them being able to activate this wormhole device. And when you activate it on, it opens a portal to both sides. It's kind of like doorways, similar to, I guess, Monsters, Inc. You go through a doorway and you end up in that other world on another planet. So that's where they discovered other alien forms of life. And, there have been cases where they have encountered unfriendlies who have wanted to invade Earth, attack it. And our forces on Earth do everything they can to stop it. And save the world. basically. So it's this project that I guess a wife and husband team did together with the help of 3D printing and what they call DHD. Maybe that's digital high definition. Because it does have audio. That there was JBL speakers in it. Has clips of audio from random clips of audio from the series, and sound effects. So let's check out. All right. We've got 2 links to check out. First, we'll check out, there's a message saying a lot of people are asking if they can buy a StarGate as seen in this video. More information about this here. Okay, buy a complete StarGate? An enormous amount of people have contacted me in order to buy a complete StarGate. Yeah, I mean, this is freaking epic. I just love this thing. I wouldn't mind having one of these. It says, I have decided, together with my painting partner, that we will take the time to make an extra StarGate with the DHD as seen on this site and put it up for auction. The huge amount of positive feedback and general love from StarGate fans around the world is very inspiring and uplifting. It gives extra energy and will to keep working on this project and create another StarGate. Who knows? Maybe if all goes well, I'll make a 3rd one. This is just a private hobby project of mine, and the intent is not to create a business or start mass producing StarGates. However, due to the enormous amount of questions about the possibility to buy a StarGate, I will create an extra StarGate and sell it to the highest bidder. This will be a very limited edition thing. If you're interested in acquiring the StarGate, you need to stay tuned. If you want to know when the StarGate is complete and ready to be auctioned, you can subscribe here and I'll send you an email notification when we approach the auction day. I will also try to keep you up to date with the progress at the blog part of this site, Kristian StarGate Project Blog. Tell me your email address and I'll notify you when the StarGate is ready to be auctioned. I already subscribed because I'm interested. I doubt that I'm going to be able to win the auction because it's probably going to soar easily higher than 500, maybe as much as 1,000 or more. You look at some of Sideshow Collectibles' best stuff, and they're already in the hundreds. So I don't see why this, being so interactive, is going to be any less successful. I think this is going to be amazingly successful. I wouldn't be surprised if it hit like $2,000. Is that good? Let's see here. Oops, shoot. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not sharing the page I'm reading. I thought this was all being done in the same window. Oh, shoot. It just dawned on me that I might have... Oh. Hey, Eric, were you able to hear the audio from the video? When I played the YouTube video of the StarGate in action, were you able to hear it? Please let me know if you're still here. Because I have a tendency to forget to check mark the box, share audio. Oh, man. Well, it's a short video, so if I need to, I'll replay it. Yeah, let me know if you're still in the chat if you were able to hear any of the audio from the YouTube video I played twice. Well, you know what? As opposed to that, I can also backtrack. Let me jump to my YouTube window where I'm viewing my stream to monitor for if it gets struck down and see if there was any audio in it. The audio from the YouTube, because their stuff is. I don't even know how this stuff works, but I think this is the first time I've even heard of it. The music, so that I don't get flagged for copyright infringement, and so that this qualifies as fair use. But it's great music. I love it. But look at all the details here. So you've got the StarGate itself. You got the platform that looks like brick or rock. Well, it's a platform. All right. And it's got this. And after StarGate Atlantis, then
Except for one small difference.
that this qualifies as fair use. But it's great music. I love it. But look. All right. So the audio is there, but faint. Excuse me. But I think it's enough to get the gist. I'm sharing the link with everyone. The first link is for the project video, so you can see it for yourself and listen to the music and the audio clips and the sound effects. It is so cool. It really does sound like it. And let me see. Let me share the proper other page. Okay. All right. Here's the one I was reading about. Everything you heard me talk about it came from here. And like I said, I went ahead and subscribed. It says the auction will not start until the StarGate is complete and functioning. Functioning in quotes. When it's done, the plan is to make a separate presentation video of the exact StarGate that can be yours if you win the auction. Now, I'm going to click on the project blog and see if it opens in the same window or if it opens in a new tab. I think it's the same window. All right, cool. Yes. Yes. All right, so let's see. Thanks for all the feedback and kind words. First, I would like to send out a huge thank you to everyone who has commented on the site or on the YouTube video, Reddit, Twitter, on all the places where this project has got some love and attention. It's really inspiring to get a huge amount of comments from people who like my project. I'm getting a lot of requests from people that want to buy a complete, assembled, functioning StarGate as seen in the presentation video. I'm currently in the process of making a second gate to put up for auction. See the Buy a Complete StarGate page for more information. The second gate, not to be confused with the one found in Antarctica, is nearly finished printing. I'm currently working on the tech and doing some tweaks. I will have to wait for delivery of some parts, which delays the project a bit. After the gate is assembled and for some reason she's at and twice. It will be disassembled for vaping. Vaping. Huh. Disassembled for vaping. And handed over to my brother-in-law who does the fantastic paint job. Yeah, it's amazing. The StarGate, let's see, that's from 12/11. That's 2 days ago. Oh, wait, hold on. 11. Is this in Western? dates or is it European? Excuse me. It actually looks like European because that looks like November 12th. So that's a month and a day. Excuse me. Whereas this is October 18th. After about 18 months, I finally reached the end. I now have a complete functioning StarGate ready to transport anyone to another planet. It's been a long journey. I've made a new video presentation on the front page. It's on YouTube this time around. Also, there's a new page with some more information that should be handy if you decide to make one yourself. Oh, there's a link to make it yourself. As requested by so many of you, I made it possible for anyone to buy the files here. Look at this. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I don't know if the address dialer is connected directly if it's hardwired to the StarGate or if it's communicating over Bluetooth. I'm going back in time, as you can see. The paint job is done. The painting of all visible 3D printed StarGate and DHD parts are now finished. Before assembling the parts, I put them side by side of some non-painted parts just so you can see the difference. A good paint job makes a big difference, don't you think? Here's some pictures where you can see the before and after look. Yeah. Oh, man. 3D printers can do so much. Whoo-wee. Oh, this is DHD. Okay, that was a DHD. Excuse me, something dialer, something homeworld dialer. I forget what DHD stands for. Let me see. Painting the StarGate Part 1. It's been a while since the last update on my StarGate project, but here's finally a little something. The project is currently being painted. This is a difficult and time-consuming job, and I've enlisted my brother-in-law to paint the StarGate, as he has experience with this kind of thing compared to myself. First step in the process is to smooth the parts by vaping them in acetone. Oh, that's what vaping is. Acetone. It smooths the parts. Yeah, because when you do 3D printing, it's kind of got all these rough edges. Smooth the parts by vaping them in acetone. This picture shows all the individual. Excuse me. This picture shows all the individual parts that require acetone smoothing. Next step before we can paint the StarGate is to wash the parts. It's important so that the paint will stick properly. Man, I didn't think it was so involved. Another time-consuming process is the sanding and filing. The first base layer of paint is applied. Looks like an airbrush was used. After several more layers, the stone corner of the base looks like this. Some top parts of the StarGate base. Base is complete with paint. Chevron lights, power distribution, and rewiring. It's taken a great while, but I've now finally put some lights inside the V part of the chevrons. It's not yet painted, and I've just used a black marker on the parts that should not let the light shine through. I did this on the top chevron only. It was not easy finding a method that did not take much space so it could actually fit inside the StarGate. I ended up designing a tiny and rather simple printed circuit board. PCB is printed circuit board. I want to power the StarGate from one single power cable and therefore made a power distribution printed circuit board. It takes input power from either micro USB or a barrel jack. Raspberry Pi. That's Linux operating system. The Raspberry Pi is connected to one of the USB-A connectors and the speaker to the other one. The black box on the printed circuit board is a B0505S 1 watt module, or -1W. It takes 5 volts DC input, converts it to AC, and then back to DC before it outputs 5 volts DC again. This way I get a separate isolated circuit. I have to use this isolated circuit to power the speaker. If I don't, there are lots of nasty noises coming from the other components. Interesting. This noise is very annoying and very loud. Using that tiny black box removes the noise, and I get clear audio from the speaker. I've also rewired the brains of the StarGate. One of the added features of this rewiring is that it's easier or possible to detach the StarGate from the base. Oh, really? This makes it a lot easier to work with the StarGate and make changes when needed. This picture shows the brain attached with all necessary wiring. Finally, a short video showing the new chevron lights. Oh yeah, it was a super short video. Finally made the DHD buttons light up when pressed. It took some time and a few tries to solder all the small dot star LEDs to the PCB, or the printed circuit board. I learned that I lacked the necessary experience and tools to properly solder them using traditional solder method. I ended up buying solder paste and used do-it-yourself at home reflow technique using a regular kitchen stove. Okay. It worked out nicely. I have made a short video of how the buttons light up when pressed. Yeah. Jeez, man. Oh, that's so freaking cool. My goodness. I've gotten some feedback that it's hard to see the scale of the StarGate. I took a picture that includes a half-a-liter bottle of Coca-Cola in the mix. It should make it easier to see the scale. Huh. Oh man, that is so freaking cool. I just love it. Yeah, seriously, we get a real life functioning Stargate. Isn't that so neat? Welcome, Edwin. How's it going? Love Stargate, one of the best sci-fi shows ever made. I'm wanting to do like a whole series of watch-alongs. Although in an effort to prevent from getting copyright struck every single time, I might just have a static image of the episode that we're watching and then have like a counter on screen showing the clock and what part of the episode we're at. Back out of that. Oops. Made the tablet with the StarGate addresses to complement the DHD. The design is based on a Goa'uld tablet from the TV show. This makes using the StarGate a bit easier. Not many people have memorized many Milky Way addresses. Yeah. Finally took the time to make a site for my nerdy Stargate project. I've been working on the Stargate project for a very long time, and it's starting to come together. The plan is to add a new post here whenever there are progress on this project. Project is near completion, but there are still a few things to fix and improve. At the moment, it's a bit slow going as I'm waiting for delivery of needed parts. That's actually how I found the time to make this site. Man, this is so cool. Can you imagine the patience it took to put this together? Man. Let me see here. So they're not mass producing these. Let me make sure that this still shows on screen. Yeah, it is. So they're going to it sounds like, I guess, Kristian is actually a guy. You know, it seems like all the photos are of a guy's hands and arms. So maybe Kristian is the guy. Let's see here. Yeah, so what they've got going on is there's a mailing list, so you can be notified when they're going to make one more Stargate, and depending on how well that goes, they might make a third one. But they're going to make a second one at least and document the progress on the blog, and they might do some fine-tuning or redesign of certain parts of it. But then they're going to auction it off, the second Stargate. They're going to auction it off to the highest bidder. So if you're interested in, you know, being in the loop, follow the blog and also put your email on the website so you make sure you don't miss out on it. The links again. And then let's check out this other one. Oh, build a Stargate yourself. Do you want to build a Stargate and DHD yourself? You can now buy an archive of the needed files here. The archive includes the following. STL files for all the objects you need to put together the Stargate as seen on this site. 176 audio files with sound effects and audio clips from the show. Man, 176 files? I wonder how many audio clips that amounts to. The Gerber files for all the custom-made printed circuit boards. The original 3D file of the StarGate in DHD and 3D Studio Max file format. 3D Studio Max, dang. I didn't think that was still around. Access to an online picture gallery. Excuse me. Containing a lot of extra work in progress pictures and videos from the StarGate project. After publishing the StarGate project online, much of the feedback I'm getting are from people asking if they can buy a StarGate or if they can buy the files needed to make one themselves. Sadly, I do not have the time and capacity to be able to make and sell whole complete StarGates. It's really time-consuming work. However, I have put together this page where you can buy an archive of the needed files. I think the making the StarGate and making the DHD pages gives you a good starting point for how it's made. Together with the files, the tips and suggestions on this page, it should be possible for others to make this their own StarGates. Keep in mind it is a lot of work and I cannot give you any guarantees that you are able to make the StarGate yourself, even if you buy the files. If you buy the files and use them for anything fun, like making a StarGate of your own, I would really like to see it. Send me an email to this address and show me a picture. 3D printing. To print the StarGate, you'll need a 3D printer. I guess any printer will do, but some of the objects are close to 20 centimeters across, and it requires a printer with a bed that's about 20 by 20 centimeters. If you have a smaller print bed, you will need to split the parts in order to print them. I used a Wanhao Duplicator 6 desktop 3D printer to make the StarGate. I also used Wanhao ABS filament. Using ABS gives you the strength and heat resistance. It also gives you the possibility to smooth the parts with acetone vape to give it a nice finish, as you can see in my post here. I calculated the total print time to about 12 to 14 days total. Yes, that's a lot of printing time. The software, the archive you can buy on the site includes a software folder where I put the Python programming that runs the StarGate. Wow. In order for this to work without too many changes, you need to create a virtual environment called StarGate using Python 3.8 and put it in the home/py directory. There are references in the Python program to files in home/py/StarGate, so it's easier if they're kept in the same path. When the virtual environment is in place, you need to install the different Python modules using the requirements.txt file provided in the archive and drop the files from the software folder inside the StarGate virtual environment folder. Raspberry Pi must be configured to log in and start the StarGate.py program on it automatically on boot. This way one only needs to provide power to the Raspberry Pi for the StarGate to boot and be ready to dial another planet. Oh man. All right, so basically then it goes into heavy detail. Oh my gosh, look at that. Are those the, let me see here. When I first made the power printed circuit board, I had some issues with too much power running through that one chip. It got too hot and died. I tried fixing this with the resistor, but after a lot of frustration, I found that it was faulty wire that made the trouble. The resistor on the power distribution printed circuit board is therefore not needed. Oh. Oh my gosh, schematic diagram. This brings back memories. I studied electronics when I was in college. Oh, and here are the parts. Well, that's awful nice of them to provide all this information. Jeez. Okay, so what I'm wondering now, wow, that's cool. Let me see. Where's that link where it shows the, all right, buy the archive. How much are they charging? 39 euros, that's it? Whoa. Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, and Stargate Universe are trademarks and copyright of Metro Golden Mayer Studios. This site is no way sponsored or endorsed by Sci-Fi or MGM. The site was created solely as a hobby project and to help other Stargate fans create their own Stargates and to keep the passion and love for Stargate alive. The StargateProject.com is a fan-based project and is not intended to infringe upon any copyrights or registered trademarks. I'm going to copy that blurb because I might need it. I shouldn't have any issues, but I might need to include that in the video. Hey, Daniel. Yes, indeed. Stargate. Jaffa. Kree. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Man, I thought I read somewhere that they were charging like 250 USD for the files. But this is 39 pounds, which I think equates to about 43, 45 USD. That's hella reasonable. Obviously, you also need your own 3D printer. Let's see. The software relies on Raspberry Pi, Linux. I think that's It is Linux, isn't it? Printed circuit boards. I wonder if there are already round printed circuit boards like this out there, or if you had to customize all that too. Yeah, let's, what does the shop say or have? Okay, the same thing. Showing the single result. All right, so let's watch the video once more because this is too freaking cool for words. Actually, hold on. Let me ensure. Boom, boom, boom. YouTube, share audio. Yeah, it seems like I've been forgetting to click share audio all over again. Man, I hate that. Excuse me. Oops, shoot. I just mistakenly shared the wrong tab. Dang it. All right, let's see. Share audio. Let's see if I got the right one now. What the heck? All right, so WyzGyz. Yeah, I know. Tripleception. All right, I think I got it right now. And I did finally remember to check mark share audio. So let's catch this once more. It's pretty sweet. And again, I'm going to talk over the music especially because they're going to hit me with copyright claims otherwise. Yeah, so there's the Apophysis tablet or whatever. There's the come on, you stupid ads. Who is? Yeah, look at that. All that all that detail. Oh, wait. That's an infinity mirror. Oh, all right, so it is reflecting. All right, so it's reflecting the image of the brick base, and then you've got the dial. You've got the. Oh man, this is so cool. And normally in the actual StarGate from the series, it'll shoot out this big old blast of what looks like water, suspended water, and then it's really just like energy, and then it sucks back and is an open portal for people to pass through. So it's fully functional, interactive, 3D printed StarGate and DHD. The section on the right is the DHD. Let's dial a planet. So Apophysis base is where you get the address for different solar systems. And note how quickly you can push the buttons in succession, and it'll still function. Coolest thing. The chevrons, all click and everything. There's a wormhole. Oh man, you can really nerd out to this. Infinity mirror wormhole effect. Audio clips from the TV show is played randomly.
Called Earth.
Just dial the gate and step through.
If you immediately know the candlelight is fire, then the meal was cooked a long time ago.
Center button disengages the wormhole. And look at that. It collapses the wormhole. The tech stuff is hidden in the base. Oh man, so cool. Yep, and that's it. Isn't that sweet? Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Jeez, it's so epic. Damn, that is dope, isn't it? Chevron 7 locked. Oh yeah. Oh man, it makes me want to see the series again. Jeez. This is like the coolest piece of technology I've seen in a long time. And like I said, I would put this up against anything Sideshow, Collectibles, and Top Toys has to offer. And oh man, so cool. So you can either buy the very affordable files to make this and use their other resources on the blog to create your own StarGate if you've got the patience and the equipment and the wherewithal. Man, I have very little experience in Raspberry Pi programming. but it sounds like it's literally all there for you. You just need some basic components. Well, obviously you need a 3D printer. You need to pick up some acetone so you can do the acetone vaping to smooth out the parts. Oh, geez. Really, really cool. So that's what I wanted to share today. Thank you for joining me for this video. And I want to get more eyeballs on this because it's so awesome. Be sure and check out the links for the let me see, to the video so you can see it yourself and see it on your screen, and also experience the sound effects and the music without my voice over it interfering with it. Oops, turned it off by accident. And then also sign up on the, provide your email address so you get notifications when the second StarGate is completed and fully functional, for your chance to participate in the auction to win your very own functional StarGate. Yeah, I'm on the list. Like I said, I don't think I stand a chance in hell of winning it, but it would be so cool to, be there for the auction and see how much it goes for ultimately, because obviously with an auction, it goes to the highest bidder. I really want to see how popular this gets, because as you saw earlier, let me go back. And back again, back again. All right, let me go back to, oops, this is the wrong one. I'll just look on the YouTube tab. This video has gotten 342,116 views. Some of them are undoubtedly repeat views, but, oh, shoot, what the hell? Hold on. Am I still streaming? Probably. Looks like I am. Okay. I accidentally activated my screensaver, my locked screensaver. So I had to log back in. Whoopsie. All right. Yeah. So that's it for this stream. Thank you all for being in the chat, for hanging out and checking out this cool project. Use that link to get on their mailing list so you can get notified when the auction takes place. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I come to you with streams and videos as often as I'm able to make them. I hope one day to be able to be more consistent in outputting regular content. But right now it's just wherever I can fit it in. Check me out on Facebook and YouTube under WyzGyz Entertainment, or Twitch under WyzGyz Tweets. And I'll see you in the next video.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.